Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the grand entrance of Kalayaan Incorporated Board of Directors, past presidents, executive officers, mga dilag ng Kalayaan, and honored guests. Starting off the parade, our Board of Directors, Noni Bellarmino and Vicky De Leon. Arnold Behasa and Aida Hugo. Archery, Kalunot and Rosalie Carataw. Peter Ramirez and Carmelita Paule. Reddy Babasa Thompson and Isabel Chapman. These are the past presidents of Kalayaan Incorporated: Monchito Manda, 2004, with Lucy Babaran, 2005. Bobby Reyes, 2006, and Lydia Soriano, 2007. Noel Omega, 2008, and Gil Mislang, 2010. Antero Pagunsan, 2012, and Tetsi Emperador, 2013. Jovino de la Vega, 2014, and Zenaida Sabacor, 2015. Josie De Jesus, 2016, and Susan Dilks, 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the executive officers of Kalayaan Incorporated 2019. Violet Mislang and Lady Hope Rubios, Public Relations Officers. Benel C. Liban, Auditor, and Lolita Frialde Bandong, Assistant Auditor. Erlinda Granada Saba, Treasurer, and Malu Perez, Assistant Treasurer. Linda Hoko, Secretary, and Bituin Francisco, Assistant Secretary. Lydia V. Solis, Vice President and President-elect. and Annie Cuevas Lim, President and Chairman of the Board, and Attorney Abraham Lim. Presenting mga dilag ng kalayaan, mutya ng kalayaan, Samantha Babasa. Binibining Kalayaan, Stacy Woodrich. Ginang Kalayaan, Lourdes Garcia. And may we request everyone to please stand up in welcoming the Philippine Consul General in Los Angeles, Honorable Adelio Angelito Cruz, and guest of honor and speaker, the Honorable Risa Ontiveros, Senator of the Republic of the Philippines. Please remain standing for the parade of colors. The national anthems will be sung by Ms. Jezreel Sanchez. Everybody please place the flag.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet waves o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? magiliw, pela sa silanganan, alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay, lupang hinirang, tuyang ka ng magitin, sa malulupig, di ka pasisiin, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong mukha, may dilat at tula at langit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kisap ng watawad mo'y tagumpay na naniningning. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng huwat, hatid pagsinta, buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pag may mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Kalayaan. Mark time! Mark! Now! Now! Ready! Now! 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 Mark! Now! Now! Mark time! Mark!
Thank you so much. You may now take your seats.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my Lord above for I'm leaving here today, and this flag still stands for freedom, and they can take that away. And I'm proud to be Phil American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Nangisilang ang inang bayan na aking sinilangan. May takot at pangamba at may pag-aalinlangan. Malaki man na kaibahan, tanggapin niyo ang aking mundo. Pagkat walang masama sa pagbabago kung ito'y makatao. At ako'y isang Phil-American na malaya ang buhay. At di kailan malilimutan ang nagbibigay tugay sa aking pangarap. Natupad magandang kinabukasan at wala akong ibang dasal. Pagpalain ang bayan. And I'm proud to be Phil-American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. Lord, I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. At wala akong ibang dasal. At wala akong ibang dasal. God bless Phil
Thank you, Mr. Manny Valdez.
God of love, God of justice, God of peace, God of life, hope, and prosperity. God who taught us what sacrificial love and servant leadership is all about. In Jesus Christ, the Son of God, and to the examples of the saints, our heroes and ancestors. Bind us together as we celebrate that 121st anniversary of the proclamation of Philippine independence. We invoke your presence and inspiration this evening to embolden our hearts and souls to live and proclaim the gospel of love, mercy, and compassion, especially for the poor and the oppressed. To foster unity among us, leaders and officers of the Philippines, and those of us who immigrated to the United States and other countries, but will never forget our motherland. We ask you this evening of gathering as leaders and officers of the of many Filipino and religious organizations to proclaim liberty and justice for all, to never get tired of preaching peace to all nations. We pray, O Lord, that this evening will be an evening to gather our minds and hearts for the sake of liberty and justice for all. We ask this through Christ our Lord.
Kapag ang puso'y natutong magmahal, bawat tibok ay may kulay at buhay. Kahit ngayon nasa'yo'y dililimo, pusong lukaw sa iyong pag-irong. Kay hirap unawain bawat damdamin, pangakong magmahal hanggang libing. O asahan mo sa habang panahon, alaala kita saan ka man naroon. Sexy wala? Kahit ngayon nasa'yo'y dililimot, pusong lukaw sa iyong pag-irong. Kay hirap unawain bawat damdamin, pangakong magmahal hanggang libing. O asahan mo na sa habang panahon, alaala kita saan ka man naroon. Asahan mo sa habang panahon, alaala kita saan ka man naroon. Walo sa buhay naroon, walo sa buhay naroon. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Excelsa de Jesus, and I'm from New York City. Yes, it is the city that never sleeps. And how can we get any sleep, you know? Because all the cars are honking and the people are running around. And I tried to find some peace and quiet in my own apartment in Manhattan. But, you know, it turns out the neighbors never sleep either. Let me tell you a little story. I just moved in to 14G, so cozy, calm, and peaceful. Heaven for a mouse like me, with quiet by the least full. Pets are banned, and parties too, and no solicitations. Window seat with garden view, a perfect nook to read a book. I'm lost in my Jane Austen when I hear say it isn't so. Not the flat below. From an opera wannabe in a 13G, a matinee of some cantata, Wagner's Ring and Traviata. My first night in 14G, I'll put up with Puccini, brew myself a cup of tea, crochet until she's feeny, 8:30, not a peep, except the clock tick-tocking. Now I lay down to sleep, a comfy bed to rest my head, a stretch, a yawn, I'm almost gone when du Spieler, du Schleuder, du Spiller, Leutibler, na 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 na. Woo! Now the girl upstairs wakes me unawares, blowing down from 15G, her reveille. She's scatting like her name is Ella. Guess who answers a cappella? Free Dr. Floyd, oh yeah. Ooh, free Dr. Floyd, oh yeah. Ooh. I'm not one to raise my voice, make a fuss, or speak my mind, but might I query, would you mind if, could you kindly, what's the word? Yeah. Stop. That felt good. Stop. 13, 15, 14G, almost unlikely trio, not quite three-part harmony. All day night we're singing sweet Dr. Floyd, did spittle out, diddle, doy, doy. Stop. Had my fill of peace and quiet. Shout out loud, I changed my diet. All because of 14G. Thank you. Kung hindi na mayroong saya. Kapigo ay hindi hadlang upang tumakas ka. Huwag kang iiwas pag nabibigo, dapat na lumaban ka. Ang kailangan mo'y tibay ng loob kung mayroong pagsubok man. Ang liwanag ay di magtatagal at muling mamamasdan. Ikot ng mundo ay hindi laging bighatid kasawian. Ang pangarap mo ay magkakamtan, basta't maghintay ka lamang. Kung hindi ngayon ang panahon na para sa iyo, huwag maiinip dahil ganyan ang buhay sa mundo. Huwag mawawalan ng pag-asa, darating din ang ligaya. Ang isipin mo'y may bukas pa na mayroong saya. Kapigo ay hindi hadlang upang tumakas ka. Huwag kang iiwas pag nabibigo, dapat nga lumaban ka. Ang kailangan mo'y tibay ng loob kung mayroong pagsubok man. Ang liwanag ay di magtatagal at muling mamamasdan. Ikot ng mundo ay hindi laging bighatid kasawian. Ang liwanag ay di magtatagal, basta't maghintay ka lamang. Ang kailangan mo'y tibay ng loob kung mayroong pagsubok man. Ang liwanag ay di magtatagal at muling mamamasdan. Ikot ng mundo ay hindi laging bighatid kasawian. Ang liwanag ay di magtatagal, basta't maghintay ka lamang.
At the start of the new millennium in 2001, various key leaders from Filipino-American associations have joined forces as one formidable group, all in the spirit of nationalism and love of country, under the name of Kalayaan and then as Kalayaan Incorporated. It was later registered as a California nonprofit corporation with 501c3 tax-exempt status. Since then, it continued to be the foremost celebrant of the yearly anniversary of the proclamation of Philippine Independence Day in Southern California. Kalayaan 2001, Chair Betty Bayal, wife of former Congen Edwin Bayal, headed the 103rd anniversary. The Kalayaan 2001 Steering Committee worked with zest and energy to ensure the success of the inaugural ball of Kalayaan at the Westin Bonaventure Hotel with more than 1,100 guests. Several cultural and sports events were held. Kalayaan 2001 later on donated $10,000 to the Rizal Monument Project. Kalayaan 2004, Chair Chito Mandap led the 106th anniversary with a theme and mission to build the Rizal Monument in Southern California. His term record net income, Chito's total commitment, strong support from leaders of major film associations led to the founding of the Jose P. Rizal Monument movement so as to focus all the resources, plans and actions towards achieving the mission. With great help from Mayor Jim Deere and Mayor Pro Tem Lito Santarina, the 15-foot Rizal Monument was constructed in the City of Carson International Sculpture Garden. Since then, it has become a Kalayaan Incorporated legacy and pride of Filipinos in Southern California. Kalayaan 2005, Chair Lucy Babaran headed the 107th anniversary. During her term, she spearheaded various community projects. From the Kalayaan 2005 proceeds, $4,000 were donated to Gawad Kalinga that builds homes for the underprivileged and $5,000 towards building the Rizal Monument. Senator Manny Villar was the guest speaker at the gala night, while Senator Kiko Pangilinan briefly came to meet and greet the guests. Kalayaan 2006, Chair Bobby Reyes, Chairman Emeritus of the Media Breakfast Club, led the 108th anniversary. His term's net proceeds were donated to the Philippine Emergency Disaster Relief Organization and to the Second Film Community Day at the Dodgers Stadium. Conjan Mary Jo Aragon made history then as the first woman consul general to throw a ceremonial first pitch during that event. Kalayaan 2007, Chair Lydia Soriano led the 109th anniversary. 3 days celebration at Long Beach Convention Center were held on trade and expos, awards presentation of Kalayaan beauties, golf, bowling, and tennis sports tournament. Senator Kiko Pangilinan was the guest speaker at the gala night. Proceeds were shared in feeding and gift-giving to the Philippine orphan and street children during the ambassadorial Philippine tourism trip in 2007. Kalayaan 2008, Chair Noel S.V. Omega led the 110th anniversary at the Marriott Convention Center in Burbank. It was the first Kalayaan set of events held entirely in San Fernando Valley. The theme was Engage Our Excellence and involved the participation of younger generation of Filipino Americans. Earnings funded the first ever Pinoy Fest, a free outdoor event celebrating Philippine Independence Day featuring Filipino talents, cultural performances, and Filipino cuisine. Kalayaan 2010, Chair Gil Mislang headed the 112th anniversary. The theme was Celebrating Freedom Through Culture and Arts. The focus was to showcase the underexposed Filipino talents to a broad community. Filipino singers, dancers, musicians, a new song written specially for the occasion entitled Mabuhay Ka Pilipino were featured. Gil was formerly president of the Pangasinan Brotherhood Association and vice president of the Philippine Scouts Heritage Society. Kalayaan 2011, Chair Leo Maranan headed the 113th anniversary. He was co-founder and past president of the San Fernando Valley Chamber of Commerce. The gala night was a great celebration that featured traditional cultural dances and songs. Leo's Kalayaan 2011 term donated $10,000 to the Jose P. Rizal Monument Movement, and this was truly a big boost to intensify the Rizal Monument project. Kalayaan 2012, Chair Antero Pagunsan of Antique Circle USA headed the 114th anniversary. The Filipina beauties presented were dressed in elegant gowns that are unique and rarely seen in any grand ball. The Kalayaan Incorporated bylaws are due to his diligence. He always participates in every Kalayaan Independence Day celebrations. Kalayaan 2012 donated $5,000 to the Jose P. Rizal Monument Movement, where he is the vice chairman of said organization. Kalayaan 2013, Chair Techi Emperador of Calamba Association of Southern California led the 115th anniversary. The Grand Ball was a huge success at the Sheraton downtown Los Angeles with the Honorable Senator Franklin Drilon as guest of honor. The event continued to keep the tradition of the Filipino community for producing great pride in our culture and heritage. Her term donated to Bohol earthquake victims, Calamba Medical Missions, and to the World Series softball Philippine team. Kalayaan 2014, Chairman Bing de la Vega headed the 116th anniversary. He is the founder and chairman emeritus of PIDRO, the Philippine Emergency Disaster Relief Organization. With PIDRO's resources and Kalayaan 2015 earnings, Bing and Conjan Helen Barber donated medicines and relief goods to the victims of Super Typhoon Haiyan in Tacloban, Leyte. The sold-out gala had Senator Grace Poe as guest speaker. Kalayaan 2015, Chair Seni Sabocor of United Bicolandia, Los Angeles, headed the 117th anniversary. She started her term with lots of enthusiasm, being first to benefit from the support of the expanded Kalayaan board, hence with more than 800 guests. California Assembly Member Honorable Rob Bonta was the guest speaker during the gala night. Kalayaan 2015 donated and participated in food giving and feeding missions to local charitable institutions. Kalayaan 2016, Chair Josie De Jesus of the Philippine Heritage Institute International and Philippine Nurses Association headed the 118th anniversary. The gala night had 760 guests, with Honorable Consul General Leo Herrera Lim as the keynote speaker. Her term made Kalayaan participate in several community activities, such as Simbang Gabi, Christmas Parole Parade, wreath laying and parade at the Rizal Monument, homeless feeding, gift giving, free heart screening risk assessment of Filipino women, and many more. Kalayaan 2018, Chair Susan Dilks headed the 120th anniversary. She was formerly the Executive Director of Filipino American Service Group Incorporated from 1994 to 2015, an ardent advocate for the rights and benefits of Filipino American World War II veterans. Kalayaan 2019, Chair Annie Cuevas Lim presently heads this year's 121st anniversary. She was formerly Director of the Philippine Department of Tourism in Los Angeles. She promotes very well our beloved country during their yearly Ambassadors, Consul Generals, and Tourism Directors tour to the Philippines. Her term will culminate in tonight's Grand Ball and will surely be an outstanding success in the history of Kalayaan Incorporated. Kalayaan Incorporated proudly dedicate the Rizal Monument at the International Sculpture Garden in City of Carson, California, as the perpetual legacy of the film community in Southern California. Happy 121st Philippine Independence Day! Mabuhay ang Pilipinas!
Thank you to the hardworking men and women behind Kalayaan Incorporated. And speaking of hardworking, this woman worked really hard the last how many months, losing sleep, sacrificing her personal time with the support of her very supportive husband in order to make this event possible. Can you believe that they oversold? We have 640 seats. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, 640 seats. And even earlier today, 2 hours before the event began, they still had to add a table or two because there were more people coming. And this is a testament to the credibility that this woman has built. And that's why we honor her today as well because of her hard work. This is possible. Ladies and gentlemen, to welcome us all to this event, the hardworking President and Chair of Kalayaan Incorporated, Miss Annie Cuevas Lim.
Thank you for that kind introduction, Janelle. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight in celebrating the 121st anniversary of the proclamation of Philippine independence. I would like to thank the officers and friends of Kalayaan Incorporated who help us ensure the success of this grand ball that would usher in other activities planned to various Filipino organizations in Southern California, leading to the actual Philippine Independence Day on June 12, 2019. It is fitting and proper that the leading members of the largest Filipino community outside of the Philippines gathered tonight because we are here to commemorate the most important day in the history of our country. The Declaration of Independence from more than 300 years of foreign domination and the birth of a new independent nation. Our brave heroes fought gallantly to gain that freedom and more Filipinos gave up their lives in the Second World War to keep that freedom. In 1986, hundreds of thousands of Filipinos faced tanks and soldiers to regain our lost freedom. And yet, 33 years later, many Filipinos feel they are again losing that freedom. While men dominated the fight for independence 121 years ago, brave women are now in the forefront of our new movement to make sure that freedom continues to reign over our nation. Our guest of honor and speaker for tonight's celebration, Senator Risa Hontiveros, is one of those brave women. As one of the 4 remaining independent senators in the new Senate, Senator Hontiveros will be there to make sure that the constitutionally mandated balance of power among the executive, the legislative, and judicial branches of government will be kept, and that Congress will continue to serve its oversight duties to ensure that democracy is kept alive in our country. Lastly, I wish to thank our sponsors who made this a truly successful event. And please indulge me as I want to thank 2 men that I wish to express my deep appreciation for. First is our well-loved Philippine Consul General Adelio Cruz. Maraming salamat, Conjen, sa tulong nyo. And the second man, and of course, never the least, is my loving husband, Attorney Abu Lim, who gave me his full support in this endeavor. As we dance, listen, to entertain, and make merry tonight, to celebrate Philippine independence, let us not lose sight of the true meaning of the occasion. The victory of freedom. The victory of freedom. Thank you, mabuhay, and enjoy the evening.
Thank you so much. Kalayaan Incorporated President and Chair, Ms. Annie Cuevas Lim, escorted by her supportive husband, Attorney Abraham Lim. You know, Attorney Abraham Lim has also been recently appointed Commissioner of the City of Montebello. A big round of applause for Attorney Abraham Lim. He is very influential also in his own right, but tonight, he is the supportive husband of a hardworking chair and president. And now, to introduce our guest speaker, I'd like to call on stage or on the podium, Philippine Consul General in Los Angeles, the Honorable Adelio Angelito S. Cruz.
Distinguished guests, colleagues in public service, friends, ladies and gentlemen, mga minamahal ko pong kababayan, I am pleased to introduce our distinguished guest of honor tonight. She is a health and women's rights advocate, a proud activist. She champions the country's basic sectors by embracing feminism, human rights, public health, ecological sustainability, and the protection of the marginalized. She graduated cum laude from the Ateneo de Manila University with a Bachelor of Arts in Social Sciences. Before she was a lawmaker, she was a community organizer and a peace advocate, as well as a successful television journalist and news anchor. In 2001, she received the 10 Outstanding Young Men Award for Peace Advocacy for her work in the peace talks with the National Democratic Front. 4 years later, in 2005, she was one of the 27 Filipinas that joined a group of 1,000 women worldwide who were nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. She also served as a member of the board of the Philippine Health Insurance Corporation, or PhilHealth, in which capacity she pushed for expanded benefits and coverage, especially for indigents and senior citizens. Before her time in the Senate, she was a two-term party-list congressional representative who worked for the passage of the reproductive health law together with civil society groups and fellow advocates. She was also one of the principal authors of the Cheaper Medicines Law and one of the key sponsors of the Comprehensive Agrarian Reform Program with Extension and Reform Law. Among the legislation she passed are the expanded maternity leave law, the strengthened anti-hospital deposit law, the special protection of children in situations of armed conflict law, the universal health care law, and the Philippine HIV and AIDS policy law. She also stepped up legislation against sexual harassment with the Safe Streets and Public Spaces Bill, as well as proposed amendments to the Philippines anti-rape law. In her private life, she is a solo mother to 4 children with whom she shares her love of music, culture, and the arts. She currently serves in the 17th Congress as the chairperson of the Senate Committee on Women, Children, Family Relations, and Gender Equality, as well as the vice chairperson on the Committee on Health. As the Consul General of the Republic of the Philippines in Los Angeles, it is a singular honor for me to invite to the stage a most accomplished and formidable woman, mother, and legislator. Ladies and gentlemen, mga minamahal na kababayan, please give a very warm Los Angeles welcome to our guest of honor, Senator Ana Teresa Risa Ontiveros Barakel.
Maraming salamat po, Conjen. Maupo po tayong lahat, mga kababayan. Please, dear friends, let's take our seats. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Good evening to all friends of the Filipino people. At maligayang araw ng kalayaan, mga kababayan. Palakpakan po natin ang ating inang bayan. To Consul General Adelio Cruz, who very kindly met me at the airport when I came in last night. Mayor Cory Kalaykay of the city of Claremont. Council member Rachel Arizmendi of the city of Sierra Madre. Ooh. Council member Angie Jimenez of the city of Montebello. Please feel free to applaud our wonderful local government officials. Councilman Jed and Ms. Leaño of the city of Claremont. Of course, Commissioner Abu Lim of the city of Montebello and Ms. Annie Cuevas Lim, 2019 Chair and President of Kalayaan Incorporated, my very, very gracious hosts from a year ago when they came to my office in the Senate in the Philippines to invite me to this wonderful event. Father Rudel, Mayor Mark and Ms. Gloria Pulido of the city of Cerritos, Council Member Jim Deere of the City of Carson, where I saw our beautiful statue of Gat Jose Rizal, our national hero. Former Council Member Elito Santarina, representing Mayor Robles of the City of Carson. Mr. Kevin James, President of the Board of Public Works, City of Los Angeles. Commissioner Jessica Caloza of the City of Los Angeles. Commissioner Felix Lopez of Los Angeles County. Mayor Pro Tem Salvador Melendez of the City of Montebello. All the other hardworking women and men of the Board of Directors and all members of Kalayaan Inc. Woo! All other leaders of the PhilAm organizations in Southern California, distinguished guests, friends, mga kaibigan, ladies and gentlemen. What a great honor it is for me to address you all tonight at the Gala of Kalayaan Incorporated. Nabasa ko po ang inyong philosophy, community empowerment in promoting quality of life and the promotion of Filipino culture and heritage through leadership training, team building, and community outreach. As a former community organizer and theater person, these resonate deeply with me. Truly, communities are what we need to tap, to bring forth the change we want to see. And these communities can be in any part of the world, from the inner streets of Manila to sleepy fourth-class municipalities on Panay Island where Daddy is from, to Filipino migrant communities in Europe, to socio-civic PhilAm organizations like Kalayaan Inc. here in America. When we Filipinos come together, wherever in the world that might be, not only is there lumpia, pansit, and adobo, there is kinship, there is bayanihan, there is a sense of community, history, and country. Ang theme ko daw ngayon ay 121 years of independence, considering that on June 12th, we are celebrating Philippine Independence Day. When one is tasked to talk about Independence Day, perhaps the most obvious direction is to talk about history. To go back centuries, June 12th, 1898 to be exact, and commemorate how we won our freedom with blood, with lives lost, with courage and sacrifice, and most of all, with love for a country of our own. But I don't want to look backward, mga kababayan. I want to look forward with you. And I want to talk about how we continue to craft the destiny of our beloved country, create a better future for Filipino families, uphold values of democracy, human rights, and social change. There are many ways that the destiny of a country is crafted. As an incumbent legislator in the Philippine Senate, my contribution perhaps is in the making of laws. Our most important legislative victories over the past 3 years have put us at par with global standards and paved the way for better health outcomes for women and families. I know that as migrant Filipinos, all of you are eager to hear about updates from our Inang Bayan. And I'd like to spend a little time and share some of these victories with you. One of our most important wins is the expanded maternity leave law, which increases the number of paid maternity leave days for Filipino women from the previous 60 to 105. With, yes, palakpakan po natin. Thank you so much. With solo mothers getting up to 120 days leave. fathers and alternate caregivers too can benefit because the mother can allocate up to 7 days from her maternity leave to her husband or partner or any alternate caregiver. This is significant because before this measure, which we call EML back home, the Philippines had the fewest number of maternity leave days in the entire ASEAN region. Singapore tops the region with 112 days, while Indonesia, Cambodia, and Thailand all have 90-day maternity leaves. I've heard that here in California, qualified female workers can get up to 4 months pregnancy disability leave, and both father and mother can avail of 12 weeks family and bonding time leave. Something for us to learn from there. Now, in the Philippines, more mothers have time to fully breastfeed their children. There's more time to recover from the rigors of pregnancy, and families can bond and collectively participate in the raising of children. Another health-related victory is the mental health law, which is the country's first true national policy on mental health. Through it, mental health programs, yes, palakpakan po natin. I know there are a lot of mental health and health service providers in our midst tonight, so mabuhay po kayo. Through this mental health law, mental health programs will now be established at the community level. Curricula will include age-appropriate mental health education, and a dedicated budget for mental health programs will be allotted. The challenges to mental health don't just lie in treatment, but in the deeper, more cultural divide that prevents those who struggle with mental health issues from coming forward and seeking help. There is, unfortunately, poor health-seeking behavior in the Philippines, especially when it comes to mental health. And through the law, we bring the message that help is finally here, and that those who suffer in silence aren't alone anymore. A third triumph we secured in the 17th Congress is the strengthened Anti-Hospital Deposit Act, which was also successfully passed into law. It increases the penalties of hospitals and medical practitioners who require any form of deposit for treating emergency cases. This squarely addresses, yes, palakpakan po natin, for the rights of patients. This law squarely addresses cases we have personally witnessed of hospitals blatantly asking for deposits before treating their emergency patients. These are just some of our victories in the past 3 years, mga kababayan. All in all, my team and I at the office, together with the efforts of my party, Akbayan, have been able to pass 14 laws in the past 3 years. I've been able to do this while playing a fiscalizer role in the Senate, calling out the executive when necessary, protecting our sovereignty and our national interests from mainland Chinese encroachment, as for example in the West Philippine Sea. As the United States has consistently demonstrated to us, and as it is demonstrating to us now with the fascinating developments over the Mueller report, a democracy to be vibrant and strong needs checks and balances. A President Trump in the White House needs a Pelosi and an AOC in Congress. A President Duterte in Malacanang Palace needs, well, as many independent and strong-minded legislators as can be for the more healthy and more sustainable balance of the democratic systems in every country. But we cannot rely on policies and legislation alone to shepherd our country, the Philippines, towards our collective aspirations. Centuries ago, when independence from Spain was but an audacious, seditious idea in the mind of Jose Rizal, memorialized now in Carson City's Park, in the minds of all our heroes and the heroines, this audacious and seditious idea, pockets of communities like ours were already organizing themselves and dreaming of change. In Malolos, Bulacan, in 1888, a group of 20 women discussed how they would press for educational reforms. In 1892, on Calle Azcárraga in Tondo, Manila, a secret group of men converged, and the Katipunan, inspired by Jose Rizal and led by Andres Bonifacio, was formed. Legislators enact formal policy, communities and groups plant the seeds of change. That's why, for me, it's so important for us to have occasions like these. Occasions when we come together, have a conversation, talk about the things that matter to us and the things that we want for our country. While we may have differing opinions on where our country is going and the current state of governance, we are all bound by our love for the Philippines and our common desire to make lives better for Filipinos. I'm hoping that for you, my dear kababayan, this includes protecting women from misogynistic attacks, preserving our territories and natural resources, yes, from external incursions, protecting innocent people from the excesses at times of our national police, which my late husband was a proud member of, and of our armed forces. Ensuring, yes, I know there are PMAers here, mabuhay kayo, mga sir. Ensuring the freedom of the press, as well as saying no to fake news. We've been free as the Filipino people all over the world for 121 years, and we will be free for centuries more. Hopefully, this freedom also means freedom from poverty, freedom from inequality, freedom from patronage and dirty politics, freedom from Beijing or other foreign over Filipino interests. Marami pong salamat sa inyong lahat, mga kababayan. Maligayang araw ng kalayaan. Mabuhay Kalayaan Inc. Mabuhay po tayong lahat.
Thank you so much, Honorable Risa Ontiveros, for that very inspiring address. Now would like to call on Ms. Annie Cuevas Lim and Ms. Lydia Solis, assisted by Antero Pagunsan, for award presentation.
Kalayaan Incorporated, lack of appreciation presented to Honorable Risa Ontiveros, Senator, Republic of the Philippines, for standing as paladin of the ideals and principles of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights that epitomize the basic rights and freedoms to which all humans are entitled. Given this first day of June 2019 at the Los Angeles Airport Marriott, Los Angeles, California, signed Annie Cuevas Lim, President, Chairman, 2019 Kalayaan Incorporated, signed Lydia V. Soles, Vice President and Vice Chairman 2019 Kalayaan Incorporated. Signed, yours truly as Chairman of the Awards, and Linda Hoko, Secretary. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Risa Hontiveros, Senator of the Republic of the Philippines. And now, we'd like to call on past President of Kalayaan Incorporated, Ms. Susan Dilks.
Kalayaan Incorporated, Plaque of Appreciation, presented to Susan Espiritu Delks, President, Chairman, 2018 Kalayaan Incorporated, for able leadership in bringing about the successful Grand Ball celebrating the 120th anniversary of Proclamation of Philippine Independence by the Filipino community of Southern California, given this first day of June 2019 at the Los Angeles Airport Marriott, Los Angeles, California. Signed, Annie Cuevas Lim, President Chairman 2019 Kalayaan Incorporated. Signed, Lydia Solis, Vice President, Vice Chairman 2019 Kalayaan Incorporated. Yours truly, Chairman of Awards, and Linda Hoko, Secretary.
Thank you so much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our much-awaited presentation of Mga Dilag ng Kalayaan 2019. Our gala won't be meaningful and complete unless we pay tribute to Filipino womanhood. I'm Zenny Sabucor, and my co-presenter tonight, this young gentleman beside me, is Noel Omega, who served as Kalayaan chairperson in 2008.
Thank you. I call her Manay Zenny. We love her a lot, and a pleasant evening. Great evening to everyone. The Filipinas we are presenting tonight are not only beautiful, but they are also talented, accomplished, and most of all, very caring individuals. Zenny, my co-presenter, served as Kalayaan Chair in 2015, and she's my idol.
Thanks, Noel. Shall we begin?
But of course, ladies first.
Yes, I'll go first. We're very proud of our ambassadors of goodwill. Starting with our Mutya, please give a warm welcome to Samantha Babasa, Mutya ng Kalayaan 2019. Her escort is our grandfather, a Kalayaan Incorporated board member, Reddy Babasa Thompson.
May taong dapat na mahalin ay walang iba kundi ikaw. Walang ibang makapipigil pa sa akin.
Multi-talented Samantha Babasa is a model, actress, singer, and dancer. is the youngest among 3 children of mother Pinky Babasa. She is 17 years old and a senior at Palm Springs High School. A sports buff, she's captain of her school's water polo team. Sam began performing at age 8, and by age 14, she has become a professional ramp and photographic model. Successfully auditioning for Wilhelmina and Ford models, she decided to sign up with Wilhelmina International Inc., a full-service modeling and talent agency. Sam was a runway model for Rene Salud's 2017 Philippine Tapestry Fashion Show in Las Vegas, and returned as a runway model at the Palm Springs Fashion Show in April 2019. The stunning Filipino terno she is wearing now was exclusively designed and created for her by Rene Salud. As an actress, Sam portrayed the lead role in her school's production of Annie, the musical, and in the play Hansel and Gretel. Sam has a passion for the medical field and a calling to help others. She is an intern at Avid Physical Therapy in Cathedral City and CPR certified by the American Red Cross. Samantha is proud to represent any and all Filipinos and will do her best to let it be known. She has learned that 2 steps forward and 1 step back is still 1 step forward, and says that no matter how many issues arise in the future, no matter what dangers may pose a threat, as long as we keep going, we will always be going forward. Right on, Sam. And from her grandfather, Reddy Babasa Thompson, she has learned to give part of her time to underserved families and communities in Los Angeles. Ladies and gentlemen, please give another round of applause for our Muchanang Kalayaan, Samantha Babasa.
Kalayaan Incorporated acknowledges Samantha's contributions in promoting the culture of Filipino women. Thank you, Zenny. And we now present our Binibining Kalayaan, Stacy Ree Woodbridge. How about a big round of applause for our Kalayaan Ambassador of Goodwill. Her escort is her brother, Rocky J. Woodbridge Jr. Born in Los Angeles, Stacy is the second daughter of their late father, Rocky Annis Woodbridge Sr., an engineer, and mother, Doris Ann Woodbridge, a nurse. Her parents are from the Visayas, the provinces of Iloilo and Capiz. Stacy graduated with a bachelor's degree in nursing from Mount St. Mary's University, Los Angeles, and works as an oncology nurse at UCLA Medical Center. She defines nursing not as a job, but as a vocation. Nursing runs in their family. Her older sister and younger brother are both nurses. As an oncology nurse, her patients have taught her to live in simplicity and to help others regardless of the circumstances. She serves as program chair of the Oncology Nursing Society. Binibining Kalayaan lives by the words of Saint Mother Teresa, who said, "Do small things with great love." She strives, Stacy says, to be like her late father, who was loving, humble, selfless, and always said yes when it comes to assisting those who are in need. Since 2011, she has sponsored a child in the Philippines, providing her beneficiary with basic necessities. For this, she received an award from the Philippine Children's Charities Incorporated as one of the outstanding Filipino Americans in the USA. Her community service and volunteerism endeavors are extended to many organizations like the American Red Cross, the Foundation for International Medical Relief for Children, the Midnight Mission in Skid Row, downtown LA, and the Glendale Incarnation Catholic Church. Stacy says she's privileged to be Binibining Kalayaan 2019 because she believes that giving back to the community is not only through charitable work or donations, but also by humanitarian projects and simple actions. Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present our Binibining Kalayaan, Stacy Ree Woodridge. Zenny.
Thanks, Noel. The purpose of Kalayaan Incorporated's DILAG program is not only to showcase Filipino beauties and promote the culture of Filipino-American women, but also to help raise funds to support Kalayaan's charitable and humanitarian projects, and also to implement tonight's celebration of the 121st anniversary of the proclamation of Philippine independence. Ladies and gentlemen, we now present another Kalayaan Ambassador of Goodwill. Please give a round of applause to Ginang Kalayaan Lourdes Garcia. Her dashing escort is Honorable Cory Kalaykay, Mayor of the City of Claremont. Lourdes has a favorite quote: "A beautiful life is a life of service and passion. It is making a difference in the world, one person at a time." Lourdes is the Director of Nursing and the Administrator of Sweet Grace Home Health Nursing Services in Fontana. She founded Telehealth International, a clinic without walls, which she formed with a group of specialty doctors. The clinic provides free medical care to homeless orphans and children. ABS-CBN hailed Lourdes as a Filipino champion for her unwavering support and efforts for this cause. Lourdes holds a dual master's degree in nursing and healthcare administration from the University of Phoenix and a bachelor's degree in commerce from Pacific Coast College. She is certified by the American College of Disability Medicine and specializes in platelet-rich plasma. She continues her passion for research on stem cells with a group of doctors. In 2014, the worldwide leaders in healthcare elected Lourdes to represent California as one of the most experienced and highly skilled home health care professional in the region. No matter how busy she is, Lourdes finds time for the community. She represented Mrs. Philippines and the Mrs. Asia Cultural Beauty Pageant, voted Mrs. Congeniality and Mrs. Best in Community Service, and was crowned Mrs. Asia California of 2014. The historic Filipino Town Board of Directors voted her to become its first representative as Mrs. Filipino Town for 2016. Ladies and gentlemen, please another round of applause to our Ginang Kalayaan Lourdes Garcia.
Thank you, Zenny. Wow, Kalayaan is so blessed to have these ambassadors of goodwill gracing our gala tonight. And now, how about some lovely flowers for our lovely ladies? For our Mutya ng Kalayaan, we present her mother, Pinky Babasa, and her grandfather, Reddy Babasa Thompson.
Beautiful girl.
Thank you, Pinky and Reddy.
We would like our DILAG to remember us for years to come, so we have some plaques to give them. May we call on Superior Court Judge Melred Ricana and Ginang Kalayaan 2018 Malu Perez, also DILAG Committee Chair this year, assisted by Megan Sabucor, Mutya ng Kalayaan 2018, to present the plaque to Mutya ng Kalayaan Samantha Babasa.
After a long, long while, I'd love again. It was destiny's game, for when love
Judge Recana, Malu, and Megan.
And now, flowers for our Binibining Kalayaan. Please welcome her mother, Doris Woodbridge, her sister, Geraldine, and brother, Rocky J.
Like a song in the night, now that I've loved again, after a long, long while, I've loved again.
We thank the Woodbridge family.
It was destiny's game.
For our Binibining Kalayaan, Stacy Lee Woodbridge, may we ask Honorable Thomas Small, Mayor of Culver City, and Kalayaan President Ani Cuevas Lim, assisted by Queen Navarro, Binibining Kalayaan 2018, to present the plaque.
After a long, long while, in love again, and I'm glad that it's you.
I think Annie and Mayor Small are busy in the lobby.
We thank them anyway.
Yes, we thank them anyway. Mayor Small and President Annie, and of course, Queen Navarro.
Thank you. Let's give them a big round of applause, please. And last but not the least, for our Ginang Kalayaan, we call on her son, Marlon Malyari and Eileen Ferrial, to present her with her bouquet of flowers.
The beauty of the setting sun that ends a perfect day. And when it comes to shooting stars, I've seen a few, but I've never seen anything.
On behalf of Senator Ontiveros and Conjen Adel Cruz, may I request Council Member Elito Santarina to present the plaque, please. Thank you, Kalayaan President-elect Lydia Solis and the Council Member Elito Santarina, who is here tonight representing Mayor Robles of Carson City.
Yes.
Ang bigay ng may kapal, tukong sa aking dasal, upang sa lahat ng panahon, bawat pagkakataon, ang ibigin ko'y ikaw. Ikaw ang tanglaw sa aking mundo. Kabiyak nitong puso ko, wala ni kahati mang saglit na sa'yo'y may papalit, ngayon kailanman ikaw ang lahat ng aking galaw. kailan pa man, upang bawat sandali ay upang muli ay ang mahalin ay ang mahalin ay I pray you'll be our eyes and watch us where we go and help us to be wise in times when we don't know. Let this be our prayer when we lose our way. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, give us faith so we'll be saved. La luce che tu dà nel cuore resterà. Ricordarci che eterna stella sei. Let this be our prayer, just like every child. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, give us faith so we'll be saved. Sognando un mondo senza più violenza, un mondo di giustizia e di speranza, ognuno viva vicino, simbolo di pace, di fraternità. La forza che ci dà il desiderio che ognuno tra di amore intorno dentro sé. Let this be our prayer, just like every child. Need to find a place, guide us with your grace, give us faith so we'll be saved. È la fede che hai acceso in noi, sento che ci salverà.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Felsen.
This completes our Dilag presentation. Congratulations to all our Kalayaan ambassadors of goodwill. Thank you for your participation and contribution to Kalayaan Incorporated so we can carry out our humanitarian missions. And thanks to all the participants who have all shown their love and appreciation for our Kalayaan ladies. I bid you now a good evening, folks.
And enjoy the rest of the evening. Back to you, Janelle.
And now I'd like to introduce you to the current Vice President of Kalayaan Incorporated, the hardworking and smart and beautiful Lydia Solis.
Thank you, Janelle. Wow, what a consummate master of ceremony. How about a big hand for Janelle So Perkins? Not only did she guide our program so smoothly, but she is a very big supporter of Kalayaan Incorporated. So generous. That's a plug, folks. She has the show, TFC, in Kalayaan and LA 18. So, Janelle. Thank you, Janelle. We have ended our program, folks, but not our celebration. We thank our president, Annie Cuevas Lim, for overseeing all the various committees to make this event an affair to remember. We thank our past presidents for being very supportive and for our officers. And of course, we cannot forget Annie's husband, Attorney Abraham Lim. Thank you all. And our hearts are full that Senator Risa Hontiveros has graced our celebration tonight. She has stood not only as an exponent of Filipino womanhood, but she herself is a model of what the Filipina represents in this world today. It was immeasurable privilege to listen to her. And we can thank our government officials and our dignitaries for always supporting our annual celebration. We have been enriched and blessed by all the messages we heard, and we thank all those who shared their artistic talents. A special mention to our program director and our board member, Noni Belarmino, at ang mga dilag natin who have proven that Filipino women are not only beautiful, accomplished, talented, but they also have hearts of gold. Appreciation goes to them and to the many patrons, advertisers, and sponsors. Without you, our event tonight would not have been accomplished. And to light, sound, music, photography, and of course, the media. Thank you. I personally thank all of those who attended tonight. Mabuhay tayong lahat. And might I be the first to officially invite you to the 122nd anniversary of the Proclamation of Philippine Independence. Drive safely. Maraming salamat po. You all come back next year, you hear? And Janelle, back to you.
Ikaw ang ligaya sa buhay. Sa piling ko'y walay kamatayan. Puso ko'y nangagisay sa bihang dalalian. Ang pangarap ko'y ikaw.
inaasahan. Damhin mo yaring pagmamahal at magbuhat nang kita'y makilala. Bawat mastan ko'y karigtan, sulat ay sariyang kaligayahan na nagbuhat sa iyong buhay niya rin.
The number of the ticket is 394.
Hello everybody, this is for the consolation prizes courtesy of Century Tuna, and the winner is Ken Arroyo, ticket number 416.
Edsel Candido.
Ticket number 422, and Quesada.
Ed Quiroz. Ed Quiroz, 422. Ticket number 422. Ed, are you Ed? Are you Ed? Oh, Carolyn. Congratulations.
Okay, another ticket number 130, Renee Espinosa. Renee Espinosa, ticket number 130.
Century Tuna Africana. 130. Congratulations. Tapos lang round 3 minutes.
Ticket number 261.
Rosalia Pacliban. 2882. Pacliban. Alright.
Okay, the final one is Jean Hidalgo. Jean Hidalgo. Ticket number 492. The donation is $50 for the big flowers here at the front.
Jean Hidalgo, I saw the ticket.
Yeah, Jean Hidalgo. Okay,